Okay, good morning and welcome to Iyun, it's Iyun. Today we're discussing Maasros. We just started Maasros. The beginning of a new Masechta. I want to talk about the first Mishnah over here, Mishnah Aleph. Klal Amru Maasros Koshu Ochel. The first important fact about being Chayim and Shuras Maasros has to be a food. Now, the Rav says, the Rav stands for Ravadia Bartanura. 16th century in Italy. He was a rabbi over there. He wrote probably the most famous parish on Mishnayos. He says it means to exclude things like food coloring, herbs that are primarily used for food coloring. I would say it includes grass and things like that, things which are not normally eaten. It's called achila al yedei, right? When you have nothing, no alternative, like in the middle of a war and you only have grass to eat, or you're stuck in a ditch or something like that, and you only have dirty water to drink. That's called achila v'shtiya al yedei. Now, halachically, the Gemara paskins the machlokes from Yochanan Reish Lakish whether achila al yedei is considered achila or not. We paskin technically achila yedei shma achila. Therefore, for example, when you take a shvuah not to eat and you eat something which is achila yedei, you'd be chayav, you violated that shvuah. Similarly on Yom Kippur, if you eat achila yedei, right? If you eat achila gasa, where you're so full that you don't even get satiation from that, you're already so full, so then it's not considered achila at all. However, if it's achila yedei, right, you're not completely. This is what Tosos says in many places. Two types of achila gasa. You get a little benefit from the food. Your stomach is not completely full, meaning you'll get a little hanas man, a little more satiation from it, even though it's a little extra. Then it would be considered achila by Yom Kippur, and you'd be chayiv, presumably kares, for eating on Yom Kippur. Here by Maasros, achila yedei is not called achila. What's the difference? Why, if it's something which is not normally eaten, but you could eat it in a desperate situation, it's not considered a food, even though elsewhere in the Torah it is considered a food. Pascha, it is considered a food. I'd like to say the idea is that we're trying to talk about this in Maseches Ksubos now. There's a difference between two hanas. There's two parts of achila. There's hanas gorom and hanas me'ayim, right? When you think about eating something, right, there's two benefits that you get. One is it's tasty. When you eat something, it's a pleasant taste in your mouth. And secondly, when you digest it and it goes into your stomach, it fills you up and it gives you hanas me'ayim. It causes satiation. Those are two benefits from eating. So normally in the Torah, when we say achila yedei shma achila, that's talking about, it's called achila in terms of even you'd eat dirt, or you'd eat dirt, I don't know what's a good example, you'd eat grass or something like that, or you eat herbs that are really primarily used for food coloring or just to spice up a dish. Those things, even though technically they wouldn't classically give you hanas garon, they wouldn't be tasty, it wouldn't be something normally people would eat, they would fill you up. Because at the end of the day, you're putting something into your body, they give you satiation, so it would be hanas garon. And generally, it's called achila as long as you have hanas me'ayim. As long as you have satiation, a little bit of satiation from it. That's why Yom Kippur, if you're not completely full, you get satiation a little bit. You have kares for achila al yedei adchak. However, when it comes to maasros, you need more. You need not just that it fills you up. You have to have the second hana, the extra taste. It has to taste good, and therefore, if it's grass, which is tasteless and has no taste, so that's not called achila. So, because the idea is, just to explain a little more, we're going to have to explain this more as the Masechta goes on, but Trumos and Maasros are, presents. You're supposed to give them to the Kohen, to the Levi. When you give a present to someone, it has to be something which tastes good. It has to be something which is a present. You don't give a present. If you're just surviving on something, fine, it's considered good enough for survival. Maybe it's the food for in that respect, but it's not considered a present. You're not giving a food to someone if he's going to survive on it. That's not a present you give to someone. You give someone a present, it has to be something which they'll benefit from physically. And satiation, a little more satiation, is not a real considered benefit. The real benefit of food is that it's tasty. That's what we enjoy food. We enjoy food. And if it's not tasty, it has no taste. It's like grass or herbs that are just used for food coloring. That's not considered achila. It's not a present. We're talking about presents over here. So in terms of the Shumas and Maasros, it's not considered a present. Hope you enjoyed today's share. See you in the next one.